Hello friends, welcome to UGPG Mathematics. In this video, we are going to discuss some questions from BHU entrance exam which was held in 2018. So this is question number 20 and we have given W1 and W2 are two subspaces of R5 over R. That means this R5 over R is R5 is a vector space over R. And this W1 is defined as take all vectors are in R5 x, y, z, x, t. That means the first coordinate is same as the fourth coordinate and all these x, y, z, t are real numbers, and W2 is 0, x, y, z, t, where x, y, z, t are real numbers. So let us solve this. We have asked the dimension of W1 intersection W2 and the options are 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now let us just look at the definition first. So W1 intersection W2 is just the set phi. Now these are the subspaces of R5, right? Two subspaces of R5. So a vector phi in R5 such that this vector phi is in both the subspaces. V belongs to W1 and also this V belongs to W2, right? Now let us just look at this. V belongs to W2. W2 means this V will be something like this, right? 0, x, y, z, t. Now just important note is that this x, y, z, t are need not be same as this x, y, z, t. So let us just replace this x, y, z, t for our simplicity by say A, B, C, D. So this is 0, A, B, C and D, where A, B, C, D are real numbers. So that there will be no confusion in this x, y, z, t and this x, y, z, t. So हम क्या करेंगे, W2 को A, B, C, D के फॉर्म में लिखेंगे तो वहाँ पे कुछ confusion नहीं होगा इस x, y, z, t एंड इस x, y, z, t के बारे में, ठीक है? ये दोनों सेम ही है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, तो इसके लिए हम ए बी सी डी के फॉर्म में इसको लिख रहे हैं, ठीक है? नाउ दिस v बिलोंग्स टू W2, तो v कैसे वेक्टर्स होगा कि वेक्टर कैसे होगा कि 0 जो फर्स्ट कोऑर्डिनेट है दैट इज 0 एंड अदर्स आर ए बी सी डी, राइट? सो v बिलोंग्स टू W2 मीन्स it looks like 0, A, B, C and D, right? Where this A, B, C and D are real numbers. Now this phi is in W1, ठीक है? इंटरसेक्शन ले रहे हैं तो phi is in W1 मतलब क्या हो रहा है, V is equal to, now look at the W1. These vectors are just the first and the fourth coordinate is same, right? So phi is in W2 and phi is in W1 means it must be 0, some A, B and instead of C, C के जगह पे क्या होगा, जो फर्स्ट एंड फोर्थ कोऑर्डिनेट है वो सेम है, तो यहाँ पे तो 0 है तो फोर्थ कोऑर्डिनेट इज ऑल्सो 0, D एज इट इज, ठीक है? तो कोई भी वेक्टर, सो अगर हमारे पास V is in R5 such that this V is in W1 intersection W2, then V looks like V is equal to 0, A, B, 0, D whenever this V is in W1 intersection W2, right? तो आपके पास क्या है, W1 intersection W2, it consists of all those vectors V. तो V हमने कैसे फाइंड आउट किया, जस्ट W1 और W2 के सारे जो वेक्टर्स है उनके कंडीशंस अप्लाई करके हमें ये V मिला है, तो V इज जस्ट 0, A, B, 0, D where A, B, D are real numbers. So this is clearly 3-dimensional subspace, right? Because यहाँ पे क्या है, A, B, C, A, B, D are just रियल नंबर्स, बाकी के ये तो ज़ीरो है दोनों भी, तो द डायमेंशन ऑफ दिस W1 इंटरसेक्शन W2 इज इक्वल टू 3, राइट? और यू कैन जस्ट write this as 0 A B 0 D. We can write this set as this, and it is just A times 0 1 0 0 0 plus B times 0 0 1 0 0 plus D times 0 0 0 0 1, राइट. तो ये W1 इंटरसेक्शन W2 क्या हो जाएगा, सिर्फ स्पैन ऑफ दिस सेट्स, वन दिस वेक्टर्स. दिस इज से U, this is W, and this is say some P. So W क्या होगा, is equal W1 intersection W2 will be just span of these three vectors. So again the cardinality dimension of W1 intersection W2 will be 3. Now let us solve another question. This is question number 14. T is a linear transformation from R2 to R3, which is defined by T of xy is equal to x plus y comma x minus y comma 2y. Then the rank of T is, the first option is 3, second is 2, third option is 1, and last option is 0. So let us solve this. Now T, so consider the basis of R2, right? It is from R2 to R3. So let standard basis for this is E1 comma E2. So 1 0 0 1, right? So under this T, the image of this vector E1, which is 1 comma 0, is equal to, now here x is 1, y is 0. So this will be just 1 plus 0, then 1 minus 0, and then 2 times 0, which is 0, right? Now we can write this vector as 1 into 1 comma 0 comma 0 plus 1 times 0 comma 1 comma 0 plus 0 times 0 comma 0 comma 1. ठीक है. Now let us similarly write down T of 0 1. So this E2. So T of E2 is equal to, this is just x is 0, y is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1, then 0 minus 1 is minus 1, and then 2 times 1 is 2. So this is just equal to 1 into 1 comma 0 comma 0 plus minus 1 times 0 1 0 plus 2 times this 0 0 1, right? And the basis, let us denote it by B1, and B2 is the basis of R3, which is E1 comma E2 comma E3. E1 E2 E3 standard unit vectors, which is namely 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Okay, so how to write the matrix of T? So matrix of T is just take all these scalars. So this is just T of 1 0 equal to 1 times E1 plus 1 times E2 plus 0 times E3. So take these scalars and write it vertically. So it is 1 1 0. Then for the second vector, what are the scalars? This is 1 minus 1 and 2. So 1 minus 1 and 2. So just find out the rank of this matrix of T. So I must write this matrix of T. So the matrix rank of this matrix of T is same as rank of T. So find out the rank of T. So how to do this? Just take row operations. So we can take R2 minus R1. So from R2 just subtract the first row and write the result in second row. So it is 1 1 as it is, then 1 minus 1 is 0, then minus 1 is minus 2, third row is as it is 0 2. Now take R3 plus R2. So this is 1 1 as it is, then 0 minus 2 as it is. Now 0 plus 0 is 0, then 2 minus 2. So 2 plus of minus 2 is 2 minus 2, which is 0, right? So we can just take minus 1 by 2 times R2, and this will be just 1 1 0 1 0 0. right? So this is in row echelon form, and the rank of this matrix is 2 because there are 2 non-zero rows. So rank of T is 2. So this second option is the correct option. Let us solve another question. This is question number 13. If V is a real inner product space and alpha beta are the vectors from V such that we have given this norm of alpha is equal to norm of beta, then what is the inner product of alpha plus beta with alpha minus beta? The first option is 2 times norm of alpha square, second is 2 times norm of alpha, third is 0, and fourth is norm of alpha square. So let us just find out this inner product. So inner product of alpha plus beta comma alpha minus beta is equal to, so use the properties of inner product. So this is just take this vector, take its inner product with the second vector, so it is alpha minus beta, then here the sign is plus, so write plus, then take inner product of this vector with this vector, so it will be with alpha minus beta. Now again use the property of inner product, so this is just equal to alpha with alpha, then here it is minus, so take minus sign, then alpha comma beta plus inner product of beta with alpha, this is minus sign, so minus inner product of beta with beta, right? Now the important property of this norm is, whenever we have norm of say W with W, sorry, inner product of W with W, it is just equal to norm of W square. So this is important thing, so remember this. By using this, now inner product of alpha with alpha is same as norm of alpha square minus this alpha plus beta as it is, and now we have given this inner product space is a real inner product space. So in real inner product space we have the property that alpha beta inner product with alpha beta is same as inner product of beta with alpha, right? So we can write this as plus alpha inner product of alpha beta, then minus, use this property, this is just norm of beta square, right? Now this is plus minus and this plus, so it cancels, and this is just equal to, now norm of alpha is same as norm of beta, so square on both the sides, norm of alpha square is equal to norm of beta square. So this is just, these two quantities are just same, this is plus minus, so this is just norm of alpha square, plus minus get cancelled, and this is 0. So this third option is the correct option. Thank you.